Europe holds destinations that do not reveal themselves at first glance. In these places, buildings, natural settings, and the quiet weight of history merge almost imperceptibly, offering experiences that unfold only to those willing to slow down. Rather than relying on spectacle, they draw you in through balance, subtle details, and the natural flow of space and time. Each street corner, gentle slope, and changing shadow encourages careful attention and unhurried movement. Here, traveling is no longer about reaching a point on the map, but about sharpening awareness. And when we choose to observe more patiently, what hidden narratives begin to surface? Segovia, Spain. Segovia reveals itself most clearly when approached without haste, allowing the city's own cadence to guide each step. The aqueduct is not merely a landmark, but a living structure that organizes the urban space around it. Its stone arches cross plazas and streets with quiet authority, blending effortlessly into everyday movement. As sunlight shifts throughout the day, the texture of the stone responds subtly, creating a dialogue between past craftsmanship and present life. Rather than overwhelming the visitor, this first encounter encourages curiosity, inviting a gradual exploration of how an ancient form continues to shape a modern city. Moving deeper into the historic center, the atmosphere becomes increasingly personal. Streets narrow, ambient sounds soften, and the city seems to draw inward. The Alcázar remains a steady visual anchor, while the cathedral introduces vertical balance and calm grandeur. Between these elements, modest squares and restrained facades create a sense of unity. Segovia does not rely on excess. Its strength lies in continuity. Exploring it becomes a seamless progression, where each space naturally leads to the next, demonstrating that a city's essence is discovered through lived experience rather than isolated sites. Marvão, Portugal. Marvão appears as a clean, defined outline set against the surrounding landscape, positioned atop a rocky ridge that overlooks the region below. From a distance, its walls trace a clear boundary between settlement and open land, giving the town a composed and measured presence. This elevated setting creates an immediate sense of calm and perspective, as though the place exists primarily for quiet observation. Approaching the entrance reinforces this feeling, signaling a transition into a space shaped by restraint and clarity. Inside the walls, the atmosphere becomes serene and focused. The streets are calm, bordered by whitewashed houses whose simplicity reflects a practical relationship with the environment. At the highest point, the castle opens wide views across rolling hills and fields, offering a sense of scale without excess. This visual openness feels balanced rather than imposing. Marvão's character lies in its harmony with the land. Exploring it means understanding how thoughtful placement and simplicity can create an experience rooted in contemplation, where landscape and settlement exist as one. Monteriggioni announces itself from afar with a clear and unmistakable outline. Its circular wall, punctuated by evenly spaced towers, encloses a compact settlement that feels carefully measured. Set among the rolling hills of Tuscany, the town appears naturally anchored to the landscape, as though shaped by it rather than placed upon it. This first view conveys a sense of order and permanence, preparing visitors for an experience defined by clarity and structure. Stepping inside confirms this impression. Short streets converge toward a central square that serves as the town's focal point, creating an environment that feels contained yet welcoming. There is no excess movement. Instead, attention turns to textures, proportions, and light. Stone surfaces, modest facades, and open views reinforce a strong sense of continuity. Monteriggioni does not rely on variety to make an impact. Its strength comes from consistency. Rovinj, Croatia. Focused design can express identity. Rovinj first appears as a layered composition shaped by sea and stone. Rising gently from the water, the town's hillside setting creates a compact silhouette where softly colored facades reflect changing light throughout the day. From the shoreline, the buildings seem almost unified, forming a continuous surface that shifts with the sun's angle. This first impression sets the tone for an experience driven less by direction and more by instinct. Once inside the town, exploration becomes fluid and spontaneous. Narrow cobbled streets curve upward without predictable order, transforming each walk into an unfolding discovery. Small workshops, discreet balconies, and quiet corners contribute to an atmosphere of closeness and warmth. Above it all, the Church of Street, Euphemia provides a constant point of reference, gently guiding movement through the maze-like streets. Rovinj does not demand immediate clarity. It rewards patience. Walking here means embracing gentle disorientation and appreciating how architecture, sound, and sea air come together to create a deeply personal sense of place. Mostar, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Mostar reveals its character through a single unifying feature that immediately shapes the visual journey, the starry Most Bridge. Its graceful stone arch spans the Neretva River, linking both sides of the city and acting as a constant visual anchor. The river's clear, green-toned water reflects surrounding buildings and light, adding movement and vitality to the scene. From the first steps, the relationship between flowing water and solid architecture establishes a sense of balance, guiding exploration in a natural and intuitive way. As one moves beyond the bridge, the city opens into a sequence of varied yet harmonious spaces. Bustling streets transition into quieter courtyards, while small markets and shaded passages appear without disrupting the overall flow. Architectural styles blend seamlessly, forming a cohesive identity shaped by terrain and history. From elevated viewpoints, the compact arrangement of houses becomes clear, adapting gently to the landscape. Mostar's appeal lies not in a single landmark, but in the continuity of its paths and perspectives. Exploring it means following the rhythm of the river and the streets, discovering a place where urban life and natural surroundings coexist with ease. Rhodes, Old Town, Greece. Entering Rhodes' Old Town feels like stepping into a carefully defined environment, where space becomes more concentrated and purposeful. The surrounding walls create a clear boundary, and once inside, the layout encourages attentive movement. Stone-paved streets curve between solid facades and arched gateways, producing a sense of enclosure and direction. Architecture here works collectively rather than individually, guiding exploration through continuity rather than spectacle. As the walk unfolds, small squares appear as moments of openness, offering relief and perspective within the dense urban fabric. Flowered balconies, soft shadows, and discreet shops introduce warmth and everyday life into the fortified setting. The Street of the Knights provides a subtle structural spine, connecting areas without overwhelming them. Rhodes' Old Town feels active and lived in, not frozen in time. Exploring it means trusting its internal rhythm, allowing the streets to lead naturally, and recognizing how historical structure and daily life remain in balance within this enduring urban landscape. Civita di Bagnoregio, Italy. Civita di Bagnoregio begins to reveal itself well before its streets are reached. The elevated access path creates a slow and deliberate approach, allowing the surrounding openness to gradually narrow into a more contained setting. Seen from afar, the town appears compact and self-contained, rising distinctly from the landscape as if gently set apart from it. This measured arrival shapes the mood of the visit, encouraging calm attention and preparing the senses for a place defined by intimacy rather than scale. Inside the town, the atmosphere feels composed and inviting. Narrow pathways follow irregular lines, guiding movement naturally and reinforcing a sense of closeness. Stone facades, arches, and subtle details reflect a continuity shaped over time, where every element feels purposeful. There are no broad avenues or sweeping views. Discovery happens step by step. Civita di Bagnoregio leaves its impression through character and coherence. Exploring it means accepting stillness as part of movement, recognizing how each corner contributes to a unified whole, and understanding that simplicity can create a deeply engaging experience. Trakai, Lithuania. Trakai presents itself through a clear and harmonious image. A castle resting on an island, encircled by calm lake waters. Crossing the wooden bridge becomes a gentle transition, where the natural surroundings accompany every step. From the outset, the relationship between built form and landscape feels balanced and intentional, creating a visual unity that defines the experience from beginning to end. As exploration continues, the pace naturally slows. Reflections ripple across the water, echoing the brick structures, while surrounding greenery softens the scene. Nothing competes for attention. Instead, elements work together as part of a single composition. Open areas alternate with quieter corners, offering moments for observation and pause. Trakai does not rely on complexity or grandeur. Its strength lies in equilibrium. Walking here demonstrates how close integration with the environment can shape a serene and meaningful experience, where history is sensed through space and movement becomes a quiet dialogue with place. Rocamadour, France. Rocamadour appears as a striking vertical composition, rising directly from the cliff as though shaped by gravity itself. Seen from afar, the town reveals a carefully tiered arrangement, with buildings stacked in alignment with the natural rock face. This configuration immediately communicates a clear idea. Architecture here adapts entirely to the terrain. The ascent begins at the entrance, guiding visitors upward along a path that gradually reveals the structure's depth and complexity. As exploration continues, stairways and narrow passages connect each level, transforming movement into a layered experience. Every ascent offers a new viewpoint, alternating between views of the valley and glimpses back toward the town's own stone forms. The materials remain consistent throughout, reinforcing a strong visual unity with the surrounding landscape. Rocamadour is not absorbed in a single moment. It unfolds progressively. Exploring it means adjusting to its vertical rhythm and discovering how architecture and terrain combine to create an immersive environment where each step reshapes perception. Siena, Italy. Siena is shaped by an urban layout that feels instinctively legible. Although its streets curve and wind, they consistently guide movement toward the center, creating a natural sense of orientation. The city's use of uniform materials and warm tones reinforces visual cohesion, allowing each section to relate clearly to the next. From the outset, Siena communicates balance, suggesting a carefully considered relationship between structure and flow. This clarity converges at the Piazza del Campo, an open space that anchors the city both spatially and socially. From this central point, multiple routes unfold without confusion, inviting exploration in different directions. Slender towers define the skyline, while restrained facades and quiet corners support a calm rhythm of movement. Siena does not rely on dramatic contrasts. Its strength lies in precision. Exploring the city reveals how historical planning continues to shape experience, creating a place where harmony and continuity guide every step. Ronda, Spain. Ronda is defined immediately by a striking natural division that shapes its identity. The deep gorge running through the city separates two urban areas, joined by the Puente Nuevo, which frames expansive views of the surrounding landscape. From this vantage point, architecture and terrain interact directly, creating an initial impression of contrast held together by balance and proportion. Moving away from the edge, the city unfolds with calm clarity. Streets progress toward well-placed squares and viewpoints that invite measured pauses. Buildings share light tones and restrained forms, reinforcing visual consistency without excess. Ronda encourages unhurried exploration, allowing geography to guide movement and rhythm. Discovering the city means observing how each space adapts to the terrain, revealing an experience shaped by observation and calm progression. Here, exploration becomes an exercise in attentiveness, where the relationship between land and urban form defines the journey itself. Albarracín, Spain. Albarracín presents itself as an extension of the mountain, appearing to emerge naturally from the terrain. Rather than offering a single focal point, the town reveals itself through a sequence of forms and contours that blend seamlessly with the landscape. Its walls trace the ridge with gentle curves, reinforcing the connection between built space and natural setting. From a distance, the overall composition feels balanced and deliberate, suggesting a settlement shaped gradually through close interaction with its environment. Inside the town, movement becomes intentionally irregular. Narrow streets rise and fall, encouraging slow exploration and careful attention. Facades in warm, earthy hues respond subtly to changing light, shifting the atmosphere throughout the day. There is no central axis or dominant space. Interest develops through continuous variation. Albarracin does not demand interpretation, it invites discovery. Exploring it means embracing unpredictability and recognizing how identity is formed through small details, where each turn offers a renewed dialogue between architecture, terrain, and light. And Terra, Italy. Matera reveals itself as a lived landscape rather than a conventional city. From a distance, its stone dwellings appear carved into the terrain, forming a dense network of overlapping volumes. The boundary between land and construction feels almost indistinguishable, creating a powerful impression of adaptation and continuity. This initial view suggests that understanding the city requires movement, observation, and time rather than a single viewpoint. As one moves through Matera, the experience becomes inward and reflective. Staircases descend and rise unexpectedly, linking passageways and hidden courtyards that reveal themselves gradually. Many spaces remain concealed until closely approached, reinforcing a sense of ongoing discovery. Light plays a defining role, highlighting textures and depths at different moments of the day. Matera resists immediate explanation. It rewards patience. Exploring it involves accepting a constant rhythm of descent and ascent, where history is embedded in space and understanding emerges through direct experience.